Spirit of Victory. 2 back to Jarara and well back to 1 Smokin' Rita. To the far turn they go. On the inside, Peggy Sue, I Love You. To the outside, Jurassic Chick. They're locked up heads apart. They've gone 3 ahead of the team of Holy Coffee, I Love Venezuela, and Our Fortune Cookie. Behind them, Spirit of Victory. Ruiz tries to pick a path there as Jurassic Chick has made a clear lead. Peggy Sue, I Love You is now back to second. The one running home a bit from the back is Spirit of Victory. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Here comes Spirit of Victory after Jurassic Chick. I Love Venezuela's between horses. They're an eighth of a mile from home. Spirit of Victory driven out here. The battle strictly for minor placings as it's an 18-1 winner. It's Spirit of Victory for Team Claceris, clearing off to win by as much as she wants. Call it 5 in the end. I Love Venezuela was second. I think Peggy.
And they're off. She's a Little Edgy, flashes the early speed, and She's a Little Edgy has company towards the outside from Jackson's Dixie. They're going to be within a neck of one another. They're 1-2. Joining them, 3 wide, is going to be Berzina. It's going to be in the early mix with At the Rail comes Killy Start. That's the leading quartet. Just following them towards the outside comes Gridlock. Gridlock is the gray, is in the clear, is taken 5th, and that's going to move Matitude back to 6th. The trailer, My Girl Jow, less than 4 furlongs to go, a pressure tempo early through a 29-4 opening quarter mile. She's a Little Edgy, and Ruben Silvera there in front. They've got the advantage over Jackson's Dixie in full pursuit. Trying to keep up is Killy Start, is in behind horses now, is out wide of there is Berzina, ready to challenge from 4th. Also trying to come up here is Gridlock on the far outside. Not much yet here from Matitude, who starts to warm up the task, and My Girl Jow has 8 to make up. They reach the top of the stretch, and the leader is Jackson's Dixie. Very game, though, is She's a Little Edgy, not done, and puts a nose back in front, and She's a Little Edgy is now extending the margin once again. Less than a furlong to go, and She's a Little Edgy is now opening up here in the late stages with a 16th. It's all She's a Little Edgy. Dominant performance, and She's a Little Edgy wins it. She's a Little Edgy over.
Division 1 away. Of the free bets with Bet UK, Bet Club, amateur jockeys at handicap. Hard against the stand side, but well back at the moment. Sacred Melody right down the rails, but all of the others are centred a far side. Some going more keenly than others. Dodgy Bob is the overall leader, being chased closely by Nevernay, who's very lit up down the centre in the 2 shades of blue. In the black and pink hoops is Ben Dickduck, who's closely pursued by the Gay Blade. Tomorrow Day in a pink cap is over on the far side, followed by Spartan Fighter, and then Firkham Hall and Samaxi. So they make the journey on down towards the final 3 furlongs, and as they do so, it is Dodgy Bob in the green and yellow headgear the far side now being ridden along, with Nevernay moving up to throw down a challenge. Bang there as well is Ben Dickduck, and away to the left is the Gay Blade. Tomorrow Day trying hard to squeeze through as well, and being followed into the race by Firkham Hall and Samaxi is now angled for a run. Spartan Fighter follows those, and they're leaving Sacred Melody, who did a solo down the near side behind. Into the final 200 yards they go. It is Tomorrow Day who's taken over, but Samaxi with a late charge under Finney and Maguire towards the near side. It's these two, Tomorrow Day and Samaxi, in a head-to-head. Samaxi getting up down the stand side, times it right. Samaxi got up under Finney and Maguire to land the prize. Beating Tomorrow.
Away and running at the fairgrounds. Gigi's Love broke sharp. Between horses, Real Deal Ryan, and nearest the inside, there's a Diamond in the Storm, who's dashed from the rail for Traylon Albert to take the early lead at Diamond in the Storm by 3/4 of a length, with Aspen Link now in pursuit. Canadian Carlo showing that tracking speed from 3rd. Every Little Sing is running in 4th at the inside. Runaway Samaria wide 5th, and 6 lengths off these leaders. Then toward the inside is Gigi's Love, who's second to last after breaking sharp, and Real Deal Ryan trails here in the Friday opener. The quarter 22.71 seconds, and there's 3 furlongs to go. At the inside, it's a Diamond in a Storm with Aspen Link. And Aspen Link has taken a short lead now for Aubrey Green as these fillies and mares splash for home. Aspen Link, and toward the inside, a Diamond in the Storm with Every Little Sing, Canadian Carla on the far outside. And Real Deal Ryan in the yellow jacket is starting a bid. Runaway Samari is well back. Half mile in 47.23 seconds. It is Aspen Link, Every Little Sing. Toward the inside, Real Deal Ryan continues to charge. Dropping back then was a Diamond in the Storm. It is Aspen Link, kept to the task by Aubrey Green, and Real Deal Ryan, who drifted and bumped Aspen Link. Real Deal Ryan rallies to win it from Aspen Link.
There in the gate.
Every Little Sing.
And the race is on. Bit of a stumble there for Duncan Run, who came away pretty good nonetheless. Wizard of Ease and Duncan Run, they're 1-2. Duncan Run going to take over the early advantage. That Wizard of Ease toward the inside, on the outside, smoking it up. Now comes up to put a nose into second. Rusty Pistol was out 4th, and the Teal Cap about 3 off the top. In behind horses comes Grand Park Views in amongst that second flight. It's a length and a half back to Blue Sky Sill. Wohop with one beat early on, and that's Coastal River, who's 4 lengths behind the rest of the pack. And about 10 lengths off the leader is Duncan Run. Takes him to the fire turn. 22-1 for Duncan Run, who leads it by 3/4 of a length. Rusty Pistol up on the outside takes over second. Back to third, smoking it up. Just a length and a half, 2 off the leader now. It's 2.5 more back to Wizard of Ease, and behind that comes Grand Park View. Duncan Run with a challenge on the outside from Rusty Pistol. These two arrive at the top of the stretch. Rusty Pistol right up alongside of Duncan Run, who tries to counter back to the inside. Wizard of Ease starting to make up some ground down the far outside, is up to third. Now going to take toward the inside path there is Wizard of Ease. They have a final furlong to go. Duncan Run, Wizard of Ease is in a tight spot, has to get out from in behind, trying to rally up. Duncan Run is still the leader. Wizard of Ease trying to make up some ground, smoking it up down toward the inside. Late run from Grand Park View. Wizard of Ease hits the front, though. Wizard of Ease and Christian Mirage to win it. Second ended up very close there between Grand Park View and Duncan Run. After that was Wohop and smoking it up.
And they're off. Blowing the start, Gua Sha at the back. Quick break for Spatula, who heads off for the early lead. Splitting horses, Executive Success moves to a flanking position. Trying to hold the inside spot is Chacarera, who's down at the inside third. In all probability is now fourth from Sabi Sunset. And after a bad start, Gua Sha is last of all. They chase Spatula to the far turn. She's a length in front. Up to the outside, Executive Success is now second at the rail. Chacarera is now third. Back to fourth and in all probability, then Gua Sha and Sabi Sunset. They reach the final 5/16, and Perez has hold of Spatula, who wants to get out of touch, but she's still in front. Moving to her a bit closer, second, Executive Success. These two have pulled 4 ahead of Gua Sha, who's now into third. Off the turn and the stretch drive, the leader is Spatula, 1/8 of a mile out and 2 on top. Executive Success, the only one in range, but she hasn't gained any ground yet. Final 16th of a mile, Spatula's still there. On the outside, Executive Success with one final push. Executive Success trying to reach Spatula. Photo finish. I don't know if she...
And they're off. Bell of the Ball breaks smoothly from the outside, and in between horses, here comes Tipsy Runner to join the early fray, and Follow Your Arrow is now quickest. Follow Your Arrow towards the inside as the leader is up by a full length, and here comes Coquito, is now a challenging second. Out wider is Bell of the Ball. Just in behind the leader now, here comes Last Glory, is now going to challenge for third and does get third. Towards the outside is Bell of the Ball, who's now back to fourth. The two at the back will be Tipsy Runner and Ribbons in Her Hair. Tightly bunched as they went 23.53, and easy opening quarter mile there for Follow Your Arrow, and Manny Franco controlling the tempo and doing it easily is up by 2. Right there chasing is Coquito, and Romero Mirage from second, and at the rail shoved along is Last Glory. Is that challenging third with Bell of the Ball, they're third and fourth. Right in behind them, Ribbons in Her Hair is looking for a seam, and the trailer is a wide run from Tipsy Runner. 47 seconds flat. For half-mile time, no excuses for Follow Your Arrow. Follow Your Arrow has had it all her own way, is still up by 2. Coquito's trying to cut into the margin. Here comes Ribbons in Her Hair. Ribbons in Her Hair now find the clear running room, and here comes Ribbons in Her Hair is chasing from third. Trying to make up ground, Bell of the Ball. Making hard work of it right now is Last Glory in the trailer, Tipsy Runner. They reach the top of the stretch. Follow Your Arrow tries to kick free. It's Follow Your Arrow, but they continue to chase to the outside in Coquito. And here comes Coquito, and Ribbons in Her Hair is in between horses, is ready to challenge as Coquito. Coquito to the outside of Follow Your Arrow. Ribbons in Her Hair is still in third, is going to move to the outside. Coquito is trying to find the wire now. Ribbons in Her Hair is finding new life towards the outside. Now about to challenge for second, but Coquito and Romero Mirage, they're going to get the victory. Follow Your Arrow, Barry Game holds second over Ribbons in Her Hair and Bell of the Ball.
And we're just about ready. And they're off. The final race of the night is the free bets with Bet UK Bet Club Amateur Jockeys Handicap Division 2. Farside Fortunate Star breaks well and leads Captain Bentley in the early stages, with Keen up in behind them, Parsons Meadow, LDR in the red and white. King of the Jungle, the favourite, is away to the left-hand side in the sheepskin noseband. The grey horse is Sirius White, and then Captain Valor in blue and green colours, with only the well-backed My Boy Jack behind as they gallop on towards the halfway stage. And they're being towed along at a good pace by Fortunate Star in the hands of Harry Smith, and just opening up on the field now has got some 4 lengths in hand. Sirius White is trying to to improve for driving on the far side of Captain Bentley, further back to Captain Vallow, and then Parsons Meadow, and back in behind these LDR, King of the Jungle with plenty on, and likewise My Boy Jack. They've got less than 2 furlongs to travel. Fortunate Star in front still by a length and a half. At the moment, Sirius White is the closest pursuer. Back in third is Captain Valor, who's got 3 lengths to find, and then in fourth, My Boy Jack. They're well inside the final furlong here. Fortunate Star is screaming for the line, and Ellie Mayo gets a fine tune once again out of Sirius White. She must love this horse to bits. Sirius White goes on to win in the hands of Ellie Mayo once again, and beats Fortunate Star with back in behind.
And they're off. Twirling Roses dashes away from the rail for Mitramorel. Oncoming Train broke sharply. Right there is Global Pride in the orange cap, and third for Jose Ortiz as Twirling Roses. 11-time winner is out in front, leads here by 2 to Oncoming Train, Global Pride. Crime Spree gaining out that wet track rail for C.J. McMahon, riding for the early double, and Uncle Burley fifth on the far outside. Twirling Roses leads past the half mile. Then to the inside, Irish Kitten and wide. Julia's Warrior trails the starter here on the sloppy track. The quarter for Twirling Roses, 23.09 seconds. Around the far turn they go. It's Twirling Roses. Oncoming Train remains in pursuit. And Crime Spree is right there. Crime Spree looking for a gap. Uncle Burley in the meantime coming wide. Global Pride looks to pick through between horses. Global Pride in tight quarters. Twirling Roses spins them in. And then Julia's Warrior on the far outside. And finally Irish Kitten. They're homeward bound half mile, 47.17 seconds. With the rail, it's Twirling Roses. Crime Spree is out and after this leader. Twirling Roses remains in front. Uncle Burley coming with a stand-side charge. And right there is Oncoming Train and Global Pride. They're close to home. Twirling Roses, Oncoming Train. Twirling Roses, Oncoming Train for Aubrey Green. Oncoming Train. Oncoming Train on the wire with Twirling Roses. Crime Spree, Uncle Burley, Global Pride next. Well clear.
And they're off. Terrible start for Kosher Capone. Saint Esprit was quick into stride. Here's Frigon moving out the rail. These two race on. Up to the outside, Can't Know It All into the top flight. Ortis is in the yellow cap down at the rail. They're followed a length and a half behind by Shibway, and after a bad break, Kosher Capone is last. Relu Gutierrez sends Frigon to the top. He's into the far turn on top of half a length. Moving to him now, Saint Esprit is second. Can't Know It All is third. Ortis is out the rail in fourth, followed by Shibway and the trailer Kosher Capone. They pass the 5/16. Frigon with rail position and the lead. 3 wide, Can't Know It All. In between horses, Saint Esprit. At the rail, it's Ortis who's into fourth, followed fifth by Shibway as they stack and pack up front. Less than a quarter of a mile from home. 3 wide, Can't Know It All. Toward the rail, Frigon. In the middle, Saint Esprit. These 3 1/8 of a mile out. Outside, Can't Know It All. In the middle, Saint Esprit. Frigon tries to fight on toward the inside. Late run from Ortis, grandstand side. He's gathering in the embattled horses. Here comes Ortis outside of Can't Know It All. Can't Know It All. Ortis one more time. It's a photo finish. A photo finish that might have went inside.
And they're off. Standing in the gate, hopping there at the start was Royal Bobby. Royal Bobby is the lone trailer. Right out to the front is Juliana's Dream. Sprints well clear already. In an instant is up by 4 and now tries to slow it down. But Juliana's Dream is the clear leader. Tower 22 is joined towards the outside here, is taken second with Wolful Mama is back there in third. Just behind them is Julita. It's at the rail in fourth, and Kara's Dreamweaver is in fifth. Towards the back is Bank on BB, and Royal Bobby, after the start, is now second to last, 8 lengths off the leader, with the trailer Soho Knights, 23.40 as they move into the far turn for that opening quarter mile. They've got less than 4 furlongs to travel, and Willful Mama is ready to engage the leader. Juliana's Dream has tried to slow things down up front and did. At the rail progressing is Julita, and Julita has made up ground to the inside of Tower 22, who's shoved along through a 47.51 half-mile time. Kara's Dreamweaver is trying to rally. Royal Bobby with a tall task is also trying to get out there. Little Green in the turn as they reach the top of the stretch, and still there, it's Juliana's Dream. Juliana's Dream is trying to fend off the rally of Willful Mama is just doing that. It's Juliana's Dream who's up by a half length. Juliana's Dream. Willful Mama continues to give chase, and now Willful Mama's going to try one more time, and Kara's Dreamweaver is now rolling down the center of the racetrack, and Kara's Dreamweaver is going to pass on by. Kara's Dreamweaver is now up by a full length, a length and a half. Kara's Dreamweaver gets the victory. Willful Mama, then came Julita, who's in a photo.
And they're off. Tarabella broke sharp. And to cart with to the inside Jewish Mother, who's right there too. It's Tarabella. with Esmeraldas. Terabella went to the top. Midnight Mary starting a move. Jewish Mother right there toward the inside past the half-mile pole with Make a Million. And Ahamo is running a wide fifth. Red Zone is next in sixth and about 8 lengths off these leaders with just over 3 furlongs to go, followed by Add to Cart, Clear Sugar, and My Bossy Lady has dropped back to last. The quarter for Terabella. On the sloppy track, 22.93 seconds. Terabella tracked toward the quarter pole by Jewish Mother. Ahamo a steady gain into third. Make a Million in fourth. Midnight Mary fifth. Then comes Red Zone, Add to Cart, Clear Sugar, and My Bossy Lady is last. These maiden 3-year-old fillies straighten away through the final quarter of a mile, still aiming for Terabella. It's Terabella who leads into the final furlong with a 5-6 length lead as Red Zone now comes charging hard into second. Ahamo third, edges left under pressure. Make a Million, Jewish Mother with no late punch, but it's Terabella for Esmeraldas finding all the way to the finish. Norder Quality Road, Terabella by a half dozen lengths from Red Zone. Ahamo third, and then fourth is close. Make a Million with
Post. And they're off. Step slow at the break, Avant Glory. The other four line up for the early lead, with Joel Rosario and River Dog shoving a neck in front. Away in second between horses is Air Combat. Up in the middle, it's Uncle Charlie's Gift. Out the center, Smooth Flying Mike. And the early trailer is Avant Glory. And the run to the half-mile point, the leader is River Dog at 7-5, on top by half a length. Air Combat is there second from the far outside. That's Smooth Flying Mike. Moving into a pocket is Avant Glory, and working between is Uncle Charlie's Gift. They have less than half a mile to race, and they swing now to the far turn. 22-4 for the opening quarter. River Dog by half a length. Air Combat is right alongside in second. Smooth Flying Mike has made it up to third. Uncle Charlie's Gift is a ridden fourth, and backing away again is Avant Glory. Past the 5/16, Gaffleon asks Air Combat to go get River Dog, and Air Combat shoves a neck on top. River Dog, with the benefit of the inside, tries to cling to him. Smooth Flying Mike has a shot at these top two while racing in third and hard ridden. Off the turn in the stretch drive. Air Combat has to get serious. He obliges in kind and opens 2.5 in a hurry. Smooth Flying Mike's going to try to get into second, but he's no danger to Air Combat. Air Combat for Team Drexler, a going away winner of race 6. Up for second, Smooth Flying Mike. Up for third, Uncle Charlie's Gift. Then it's Avant.
And they're off. Homewrecker right out to the front. It's Homewrecker who's got company towards the inside here from Taste of Diamonds, who wants to be in the early mix. Would Ya Could Ya joins them. It's going to be 3 wide, 4 wide. More Than Grace, a 4-way battle for the front. Taking off that tempo is going to be Moonlit Drive. It's settled into 5th. It's to the outside here of Magnum's Microburst, who now gets passed again towards the outside here from My Daughter's Gift. And the trailer is Delaware Devil. Less than a half mile to go, 22.57 for the opening quarter mile, and Taste of Diamonds is clear, is up by a full length. Would Ya Could Ya is shoved along here, is in between horses with More Than Grace 3 wide. Moonlit Drive took off that early heat, and here comes Moonlit Drive and Manny Franco, and they're on the move. They're in 4th and traveling nicely. Losing some ground was Homewreckers, back to 5th. From the back, Delaware Devils trying to rally on as well as they reach the top of the stretch. Taste of Diamonds is still well clear, and Taste of Diamonds now sprints for home. Moonlit Drive tries to get rolling down the center of the racetrack. Would Ya Could Ya battles on, and More Than Grace in between horses. It is Taste of Diamonds trying to hold off the charge of Moonlit Drive down the center of the racetrack, who's now within a length of the leader. It's Taste of Diamonds who's almost there, a 16th left to go, but Moonlit Drive catching with every single stride. Moonlit Drive has now got a head in front, and Moonlit Drive wins it. Moonlit Drive over. Taste of Diamonds, then came a
Ready. They're off. Spectrier broke sharp. There's Right In Just with toward the inside, Path to Success, who's making an early move for Mitchell Merrill as they splash into the first turn. It's Path to Success, and Jose Guerrero sends Right In Just up on the outside. Path to Success and Right In Just, and they're together at the 6.5 while racing 6 clear from Spectrier in third after a sharp start. Jose Ortiz and Ember running in 4th. Then comes Wicked Trick in 5th, with in between horses, Keys included, and toward the rail, Rocket Hotshot has drifted back toward last. The opening quarter in 23.36 seconds, making this run toward the half-mile pole. It's Right In Just. So Right In Just leads, switching over from the turf. Right In Just and toward the inside. Matching strides, Path to Success. They're neck and neck going past the half-mile pole. 3 clear from Spectrier with Ember 4th on the far outside. Then comes Wicked Trick toward the inside, Rocket Hotshot, and in between horses, Keys included. Close knit field, half mile in 48.45 seconds as they round the far turn. Still these two. Path to Success in the black and yellow blocks and Right In Just. It's Right In Just who just leads Path to Success. Ember with on the outside Wicked Trick. And here's Wicked Trick, who's picking up for Marcelino Pedrosa Jr. Ember's running in fourth as they turn for home. And then Rocket Hotshot with Keys included and Spectrier last. They come for home past the quarter pole in 1 minute 14.94 seconds. And here comes Wicked Trick. And Wicked Trick battles Ember now with 1 furlong to go. Wicked Trick and Ember toward the inside. Ember gets those left-handers from Jose. It's Ember in front, narrowly edging away from Wicked Trick, who's fully stretched near home. Keys included up into third. It's Ember. And Ember has won it by 2. Keys included was second, edged out Wicked Trick. Path to success. Back and forth.
Now he's in. They're in the gate. And the race is on. King Plutus toward the outside was out quickly. Wolf Beach down toward the inside is forwardly placed. Between them, My Little Kaibo. Captain Perfect also part of that front vanguard as well. They come into the stretch for the first time. It's King Plutus, Wolf Beach. They're 1-2 in the lane. Wolf Beach just in front. King Plutus in second. Length and a half more back to Emirates Honor. Cuts the corner up to third. Captain Perfect's fourth, about 2.5 off the top 2. Working over My Little Kaibo is fifth. Then comes Take Your Medicine, sixth in the all-blue colors to the inside. El de Tocho in tight quarters there. The number 7, El de Tocho, having to check off heels and behind. Then comes Weak Strong. My Wife Has a Gun with 1 beat. And Vino Coraggio, one of the favorites, is the early trailer, 10th and last, as they have 5.5 furlongs to go. 23 2/5 seconds for the opening quarter mile. Wolf Beach and Jesus Castanon, the pacemakers in front now by a neck. On the outside, King Plutus applying pressure. Meanwhile, Emirates Honor content to sit right there in a tracking spot third, just 2 off the top 2. It's 3 more now. Back to Captain Perfect, who's pushed along but losing ground, is being joined and passed by El de Tocho between horses. Also up there on the far outside, Take Your Medicine, as Captain Perfect plummeted right back through the field there, is all the way back to last now. Let's go back to the top. 40-1 was the opening half mile. Wolf Beach to the far turn, a neck in front. King Plutus continues to apply long shot pressure in that second spot. Then comes Emirates Honor, who's had a garden trip thus far, but is being joined on the outside and passed by Take Your Medicine, who's up to third. And behind that, El de Tocho, My Little Kaibo. Around to the top of the stretch, Wolf Beach and King Plutus. They've been 1-2 throughout. These two into the lane. They're 2.5 lengths clear of Take Your Medicine. Emirates Honor up the inside, trying to get a rally on El de Tocho down the far outside. My Little Kaibo is putting in a rally. Vino Coraggio, looking between horses, is about 5th right now, but still in some traffic. Wolf Beach is the leader. Wolf Beach by the 16th pole. King Plutus going to try to hold second down the outside. El de Tocho, Take Your Medicine late. Wolf Beach the winner. Wolf Beach got it. King Plutus held on to that second spot. Then came Take Your Medicine, El de Tocho,
And they're off. From the inside, Just Deny gets the first call, taken on for the advantage by Kizzy. Moving up on the outside, I'm a Sure Thing, and Sri Lanka is toward the rail. Then back to fifth, it's You Know Nothing, racing ahead of Bourbon Thief. My Happy Holiday lingers with only 1 behind her, and that's the late-running Aspen Dawn as they swing around the far turn for the first time. Long shot Kizzy, clear by almost 2. Just Deny second, racing on her outside, I'm a Sure Thing. A bit keen, Sri Lanka on her outside is You Know Nothing. Saving ground at the inside, Aspen Dawn's in very tight. That shuffles Bourbon Thief back a touch as they really slam on the brakes here mid-race. They make their way down the stretch for the first time, and Just Deny and Junior Alvarado up to have a crack at Kizzy. These two now start to put on a little more speed. They're 2 better than the team of I'm a Sure Thing and Sri Lanka. Back from there, Aspen Dawn, who moves up inside of You Know Nothing. Then at the back are Bourbon Thief and My Happy Holiday. They complete the opening half mile in 49-4, and they swing now to the clubhouse turn. It's Relu Gutierrez and Kizzy on top by a length and a quarter. Just Deny second, Sri Lanka third. Up on the outside, I'm a Sure Thing is now 4th. Toward the inside, it's Aspen Dawn, who's made it up to 5th with You Know Nothing on her outside. Still lingering at the back are My Happy Holiday and Bourbon Thief. That's the 8 of them with less than 6 furlongs to run. The leader is Kizzy by a length and a half. Just Deny is second. Sri Lanka is at the rail, 3 wide, I'm a Sure Thing. Rosario looks like he wants to follow Alvarado on You Know Nothing, who's in the red cap lurking between horses now. At the rail, that's Aspen Dawn. Back from there, Bourbon Thief, and now the trailer, My Happy Holiday. They make their way by 3/4 in 15-1, and they swing now to the far turn. On the outside, Just Deny takes the lead. Going to Plan B, which is a 4-wide sweep, is Rosario on You Know Nothing, and he's asking her right now. You Know Nothing striding up to put a neck in front. Sri Lanka runs right with her, and so does You Know Nothing. From the outside, Bourbon Thief, and they're at the top of the stretch. I'm a Sure Thing on the inside. You Know Nothing on the outside. Back to third and down the center, Bourbon Thief. 1/8 of a mile to go. I'm a Sure Thing has the lead. On the outside, You Know Nothing tries to press past. On the inside, I'm a Sure Thing. Overhauled now by You Know Nothing. And You Know Nothing and Joel Rosario get the job done.
By a length and a half now. The Fancy's Rosebud in that second position. Pizzicato's up the inside of Little Carly. They're together third and fourth, about 3 off the top. Then comes Dreaming of Carly, who's running fifth, about 4.5, 5 off the lead. Don't Tell Amy the favorite is 6 right now, but it's starting to advance forward. Then comes Starship Reliant and Luna Maria. It's about 6 more then. Back to the 2 at the back, Unified's Princess and Miss Diz. 22 and 3 for Barbaresco Baby, who takes them to the far turn. The lead is the length. On the outside, Fancy's Rosebud. A length and a half more back to Little Carly in the orange. Pizzicato in the yellow toward the inside. Those two starting to close in on the top runners. Don't Tell Amy's made steady progress, is fifth and about 4.5 off the leader up top. Fancy's Rosebud still under a good hold as they come to the top of the stretch. Barbaresco Baby pushed along to keep up with her. Fancy's Rosebud just in front to the top of the lane. In behind that, Little Carly. Don't Tell Amy continues to wind up on the outside. Then comes Pizzicato. A final furlong left to go. Barbaresco Baby battling back to the inside, but company now. Here's Don't Tell Amy charging down the far outside. A 16th left to go. Don't Tell Amy, Barbaresco Baby, Valiant, but now back to second. Then comes Pizzicato. It's Don't Tell Amy. Don't Tell Amy. The 2-1 favorite going to win it here by 3/4.
1 furlong to go. Love Pack is in front. Slightly shifts off his line, but is clear from Ambridge, who takes toward the inside. Royal Coach led, but has dropped back. American Vision continues to stay on with Grand Academic. They're near home with Honey Torres for William Walden. Love Pack. And Love Pack prevails by 2 from Ambridge. And third's close between American Vision with Grand Academic. And they're off. Lost My Bag broke quickly. Garfish and Father Mark is up and out to the front. Toward the inside Custom Cadillac, it's Father Mark. Father Mark has taken a short lead from the gray Lost My Bag, and Garfish is right there too. Custom Cadillac and the speedy one in this leading quintet, making the dash past the half mile. Colts Brim Raz Trails. They enter the far turn. Lost My Bag toward the inside for Kylie Wellington is just in front of Father Mark, staying close. The opening quarter in 23.13 seconds, and Garfish stalks them from third. Then toward the inside is Custom Cadillac, who's on even terms with the speedy one, a joint fourth. It's Father Mark who took the lead. Lost My Bag will need to re-rally. Colts Brim and Raz Trails here in the Friday finale. They straight in past the quarter pole. It's Father Mark, Garfish. On the outside is the speedy one coming with a charge. Toward the inside, Lost My Bag and Custom Cadillac. It's Garfish. And to the inside, Father Mark is battling hard. Father Mark is finding. Garfish fully extended. On the outside, the speedy one. They're close to home, and it's Father Mark from Garfish. The speedy 1/3. Ben Curtis with a divine ride on Father Mark. Prevails over Garfish. The speedy 1/3, and then Raz and Colts Brim.